Good afternoon and welcome to the district final battle for Battle of the Books. This is our high school battle that's about to take place. The high schools that are with us today to battle are Palm Harbor University High School, Eastlake High School, Seminole High School, and Osceola Fundamental High School. My name is Bronwyn McCarthy. I'm the program coordinator for Library Media. I want to welcome all the teams and welcome all their sponsors and their parents and guardians that are here to watch today. Good luck and have fun. Mr. Andy Larson is going to be our game show host. I'm going to hand it over to him. He's going to go over some of the game rules of play so you guys understand what that is, and then we will get the game started. So again, good luck and have fun.
Hey crew, can you all hear me? Good. So I'm Andy, and normally I wear a bow tie, but I decided to dress down today because it's spring, and I decided, heck, why not try something different? So that's what I'm doing. One of the most important things that you just heard, very briefly, was have fun, because that's what I try to do whenever I go do anything. And I'm the one who writes the questions for Cranium Core, and this was my brainy idea in 1996. And I did it because I wanted school to be fun. So one of the things I want you to do is have fun. Now, what you explain to each other as having fun might be different than what I explain. I'll just tell you what my explanation is of fun when I play these games. My idea of fun, because I'm stuck on 12 years old mentally, is to stump you. So I write my questions difficult that you have to look in the text and actually find rather than just remember. Now along that line, there are going to be two ways to get points, and you may already know all this, but I'm going to repeat it just for the sake of it. The first way is to get the right answer. And with each question, because I'm a benevolent game show host, you get 3 chances. However, if you get it right the first time, you get all the points the question's worth. If you get it right the second time, it's the second amount, which is half. And if you get it right the third time, you get a fourth. So it's either 100, 50, or 25, or 0 if the clock runs out, or you guess wrong 3 times. That's the first way. And that's also the easiest way to get questions. So each question, just so you know, time-wise, and this is important, there's 60 seconds. But there's more like 75 because I pause the game and I read the question and all the answers. But in the question, you'll see the chapter, you'll see actually where you have to go. It'll tell you exactly what chapter you have to go to, and you just breeze through that, and you'll have about 75 seconds by the time I get done reading the question, all the answers, and then I unpause the clock 60 seconds later. So about 75 seconds, give or take. Whoever's sitting in front of the computer and your job is to put in the answer, your job really is much more than putting in the answer. Your job is to ask your other players what they think, because all of you should be looking through the text to see what the answer is, because you have to figure it out. It's not, again, it's not memory, it's can you think. Second way to get an answer then is to defend the answer. Now what I'm going to do in this example, there are 15 books, 15 questions, 1 for each book. For the first 3 books, I am going to show you what I expect from the people who are answering the question and defending the answer. And when I say defending the answer, I mean give me the text the author wrote for the correct answer. That's difficult, but you will get extra points if you can get it right. And it's up to me whether you get it right or not. Oftentimes, especially in these higher level books, there's more than one proof. I just picked one. So when I give you an example, I'm just giving you one example, the best one I thought, and I'll show you the format. And the format is really simple. What we'll basically do is I'll tell you the page number and the location, top, bottom, or middle, and then I'll read the text. And it's as simple as that. Very quickly, boom, boom, boom. When it's your time to defend the answer, I'm going to give you maybe 10 seconds to answer the question and defend it. And if you don't answer it in that time, you don't get the points. This is important, what I'm about to tell you. The teams that do the best at this are the ones that get it right the first time, not the ones who defend the answer. Because let's face it, you're only going to have 3 times each to defend the answer, right? I do 1 through 3. Then it goes 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, etc. throughout. So you at least get 3 times that you defend it. But that's only 75 points. That's not a ton. It's much better to get it right the first time. So, with no further ado, what we have is Team 1 is Palm Harbor U, Team 2 is East Lake. I'm just doing this for make sure, for verification. Team 3 is Osceola Fundamental. Team 4 is Seminole. Is that correct? Okay. Good luck. Have fun.
Set. Go.
In 33 of Date Me, Bryson Keller, page 297, what tone did the author mostly establish at the end of this chapter, according to what we read? 1, a tone of acceptance. 2, a tone of determination. 3, a tone of resignation. 4, a tone of bitterness. The correct answer is a tone of determination. On the bottom of page 304, the author writes, I will survive this. Therein lies the answer, determination. And the next screen is just a very short one, but it's probably the one that's the most important. It shows who's in the lead. There's a 3-way tie for first, but that will change. Which of these in chapter 43 of Fable was the tone established by our author to close this story according to what we read? 1, it was a tone of vindication. 2, it was a shocking tone. 3, it was a tone of desperation. 4, it was a selfish tone. It was a shocking tone, and like so many trilogies, and I figured this book was going to be a trilogy, it came up with this one. This is the last sentence on page 353. A feeling like frost inside my lungs crept up my throat, the name frozen in my mouth, clove. And that's why that was a shock to me when I read this book, because I thought he was dead. So, next question. Still a 3-way tie for first. Which of these can you most conclude after reading chapter 87, page 360, of Grown, based on the evidence we saw? 1, Enchanted had little confidence her plan would prove her innocence. 2, Jessica and Richie knew about the camera hidden in Flounder. 3, Enchanted knew Jessica was guilty of killing Corey. 4, Enchanted was the girl in the stupid, sleazy video Corey posted. So, Enchanted was the girl in the stupid, sleazy video Corey posted. We know that because she found the camera, and here's what tells us she found it. Flounder is on the dresser, the exact spot Corey placed him, untouched and unbothered. I flip him over and stab his underbelly, but there's already a hole, one I never noticed before. Now, from this point on, you're going to defend the answers. So, What we're going to do is you're going to do the first one, team 1. Team 2 will do the next one, etc. on down the line. But I'll tell you ahead of time which one you're going to defend. So this is yours, team 1. So Palm Harbor will defend the first one. In 56 of Legendborn, page 472, given our text, how did Bree adapt to using her opposite hand when her right hand was decimated? 1, she did great. 2, she couldn't do it. 3, it took her a small amount of time to adapt. 4, she had troubles.
Okay. So on page 475, at bottom, it says, I toss Excalibur to my left and feel the familiarity there, the surety.
Bingo. Perfect. Now, here's the interesting part that my business partner added to it. We just gave you an extra 25 points. They don't show up until the very end, so they will be a factor, but they don't show up right away. The next one is East Lakes. That's your team right there to defend. In chapter 30 of Not So Pure and Simple, page 368, what was Dell's purpose for shooting his video given our text? 1, to demonstrate that he, Dell, could save the people. 2, to manipulate Pastor Newsom and his flock. 3, to disrupt Pastor Newsom's service. 4, to show Pastor Newsom there was a better way. Ten seconds. To show Pastor Newsom there was a better way. Eastlake High School, where's the proof?
On page 372, the way I figure it out, you can say some stuff that inspires those people to come back
Hold
to
on,
church.
wait. So you're at the bottom
Yep.
of 372,
Yes.
right? You're at the bottom of 372, right?
Hello.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm looking the wrong way.
Yes, bottom of 372.
Okay.
The way I figure it, you can say some stuff that inspire those people to want to come back. I'm certain there are a lot of options in the Bible that work for when you want people to feel encouraged, like they belong, or you can force you can force young people to embrace themselves for your own satisfaction, embarrass yourselves for their own satisfaction in a few minutes.
I'm going to give you that. But there's something that's even better than that that's actually really a literal answer to this question. Right above it, it says, I'm asking you to look at a better way. The sentence right above it. But you could have kept reading the whole thing, and yeah, you got it. So you got 25 points. Good job. And Osceola Fundamental, you're next to defend. Tight game. I like tight games. Chapter 28 of Rules for Vanishing contains a major surprise for everyone. Which of these proves this statement the most, given our text? 1, they leave Lucy's body. 2, Anthony videos Lucy's death. 3, Dahout seizes control of Sarah. 4, Lucy dies. Lucy dies. Where's the proof?
That one.
Bottom of 349.
Bottom of 349. Sarah crouches.
Wait. Hold on. Did you say bottom?
Bottom.
Okay. Sarah crouches, I get that.
Sarah crouches near the flickering candle. Lucy lies in a pool of blood nearby.
Also in here.
Okay, well, we know she's bleeding.
Like top of 350 as well. What happened, Sarah? She's caught.
And the top of 350. What happened, Sarah? Sarah jerks, gaze snapping into focus. I don't know, she just collapsed.
That's it, bingo. You got it. She just collapsed. So Osceola gets the points, and Lucy dies. All the rest of them are kind of related to it. But Lucy's death was a surprise. It was a creepy book, period. So Seminole High School, this is yours. Which of these could you most conclude after reading Chapter 25, page 211 of Stamped, Racism, Anti-Racism, and You? 1, the Violent Crime Control and Law Enforcement Act was successful. 2, Angela Davis became popular with all women throughout the U.S. 3, Jesse Jackson was huge in Bill Clinton's popularity among black voters. 4, Bill Clinton was totally out of sync with Angela Davis. Bill Clinton was totally out of sync with Angela Davis. How do we know that? So let me hear it, Team 4, if you
Go
can.
ahead. What? Wait. I didn't read this book. Oh my god. Where is it? Basically induced slavery.
It's the middle of page 217.
217, okay.
Please point it one more time.
Is it her page?
In her speech, she proposed a new abolitionism, pushing for a rethinking of prisons and how they function. 10 days later, President Bill Clinton endorsed, basically, a new slavery.
Bingo. Yeah, in her speech, it's Angela Davis is referring to the new abolition, and Bill Clinton completely surprised everybody with 3 strikes and you're out. So good job. So let me give you points on that one. Still a close game. Still anybody's game. This one's yours again, Team 1. Palm Harbor. In Glitterball, page 365, within the Black Flamingo, how does Jack's response to Michael's suggestive joke about Jack most compare to the audience's response to it? 1, they were identical. 2, they were opposite. 3, they were different. 4, they were similar. They were opposite. How do we know that? Palm Harbor.
Okay, on page 379, at the top, it says, I get a massive laugh from the audience. Jack folds his arms, shrinking in his seat.
You got it. Good job. Good job. Let's see if we can come over here and hit. Eastlake High School, the next one's yours. Still a tight game. Anybody's game. In chapter 32 of The Hive, page 397, what did Cassie think about her mother's contribution to her ability to overcome the hive, given our text? 1, Cassie thought she couldn't have done it without Rachel. 2, Cassie did not think about her mom's effort in any of it. 3, Cassie did not give her mom much credit for any of it. 4, Cassie thought the hive was mostly Rachel's fault. Okay, Eastlake. Where's the proof?
Which one?
I couldn't have made it without Cassie. It's at the bottom.
At the bottom of page 400, I couldn't have made it without you, Mom. Cassie admitted a half-dream confession.
Bingo, you got it.
Oh, fair enough.
No, that's all right. Osceola Fundamental, this one's yours. Still a close game. In the epilogue of They Went Left, Who is the one person Sophia still thinks about the most, according to our text? 1, Joseph. 3, Esther. 3, Brian. 4, Chaim. Joseph, where's the proof?
Okay, so this is bottom of page 351 to the top of page 352.
Okay.
In my vows, I also have a square of graying cloth cut out of a shirt that I'd found on the doorstep of my cottage and for the morning after my last conversation with Joseph. I'd spent the previous night trying to decide what I was going to do. How do you measure forgiveness? And then on the middle of 352 it says, so I didn't have to decide whether to forgive him.
Forgive him.
Say it again.
But I woke up that morning and the shirt was on my doorstep.
And then on the middle of 352 it says, but I woke up this morning and the shirt was on my doorstep and Joseph wasn't. So I didn't have to decide whether to forgive him.
I'm going to give that to you, but I'm just going to tell you something, because everything you talked about, she's thinking about him, and there's no getting around that. But again, the literal definition of this is in the middle. You just had to read a little bit further. I think about him more than I wish I did. But again, everything you said, she's thinking about him. No question about it. So I'm going to give you the points. Seminole, this one's yours. Still a very close game. Based on what we read in X Factor, page 371 from the book, This Is My America, which of these statements is the most valid? 1, the media is not fair in its coverage of James Beaumont's story. 2, James Beaumont's case gives Innocence X its highest visibility. 3, Dom has overly aggressive tendencies. 4, Quincy partly blames Tracy for Beverly being shot. James Beaumont's case gives Innocence X its highest visibility. How do we know that?
The bottom of 375.
Hold on. I'll be right there. Bottom of 375. Where are you, like breaking news?
Yes,
Second or first one?
the first.
Okay.
Innocence X founder Stephen Jones takes high-profile case inquiries to Davidson murders and new witnesses. What's that?
Now, I'm not going to give you that. It's a high-profile case, but that wasn't the question. The question was, which of these statements is the most valid? James Beaumont's case gives Innocence X its highest visibility. All you told me was it was a high-profile case. But if you go a little bit further toward the end of the chapter, at the bottom of 377, it tells you right out. It says, Daddy's story is their most visible case to date. That's the proof. The other one just says high profile. This one says it's the highest profile. So I'm not going to give it to you, but it's only 25 points, not the end of the world. Still a tight race, anybody's game. Last time to prove it, this one's yours. Team 1. In 2:04 a.m. of Today, Tonight, Tomorrow, page 338, which of these best describes Rowan's attitude? 1, pessimistic. 2, resolute. 3, resolved. 4, overconfident. He's resolute. Where's the proof? Palm Harbor, give me the proof.
Okay, on page, is the second to last page? I can't see the page number on here. Right before,
It's 330, well,
oh. 346. Okay, 346. The last line, it says, then I take a deep breath.
wait. 346. Then
Yes.
I take a deep breath.
And I let it all go.
I let it all go. And that's her saying that, right?
Yes.
The question really is not about her. Well, it is about, well, it's kind of about her. It is about Rowan's attitude. But
It's her attitude because the two lines before it says, Neil squeezes my hand. Ready, he asks, I think I am. And that's her attitude towards whatever they're encountering.
Well, and again, I'll tell you what I'll do. I'll give you that because you could defend it with that, but there's even a better defense of it. And I'm going to tell you at the very beginning, at 204, at the very bottom of the first page, here's what the author said. He sounds more solid than he has all night, and it fills me with a fierce determination. There's the resolution. She's resolute. But the deep breath that she gives you at the very end also tells you the same thing, so I'm going to give it to you. So Palm Harbor gets the defense. Eastlake, this one's yours, and you're in the lead with 3 questions to go. In chapter 42 of Warren's speech, how did Sparks mostly react to Sidney's speech given our text? 1, Sparks was justifiably hurt. 2, Sparks was righteous. 3, all of these are correct. 4, Sparks was incensed. He was mostly incensed. How do we know that, Eastlake?
I sensed him. Oh, wait. On page 339,
Hold on.
on I think is the second to last paragraph of the page.
Second. 339?
Wait, no, 399.
Okay. Top, bottom, middle?
Wait, hold on. She's looking.
Wait, you go with what she has.
On page 400, the next page.
Okay.
He was shouting something. Spittle was flying from his angry mouth, but I couldn't hear it because of the noise of the crowd.
Yeah, absolutely. You got it. And you could justify all of these, really, but the key point in there was mostly, because he was mostly incensed. He was hurt, no question about that. And he was righteous, because he was always righteous. But mostly he was incensed, and you got the proof of that. So Eastlake gets 25 points. And now we go to the last two questions. It'll be interesting to see where we are. It's really anybody's game still, depending on where it goes. Two more questions. This one's yours, Osceola Fundamental. In Pequeña 55 of We Are Not From Here, page 332, what was required by Pequeña in order to save Pulga based on what we read in our text? 1, she had to contact her mother. 2, she had to get a hold of Ray. 3, she had to think about things she would rather forget. 4, she had to speak about Pulga's secret. She had to contact her mother. How do we know that, Osceola Fundamental?
It is in the middle of 334.
Okay.
It says, if he has family here, you have to get in touch with them so they can try to find him and get him out of there. The center, she shakes her head. Están muy malas, mía. I would have to call home to find out. I would have to speak to my mother, and I haven't spoken to her since we left.
Yeah, you got it. That last sentence, I would have to call home to find out, was the proof that she had to contact her mother. Good job. As I precariously balance the books. One more question to go. See who's in the lead. It's a tight game. It's a really tight game. This last one is yours, Seminole. At the end of chapter 20 of What I Carry, how did Muir mostly know the older white woman who accused Zola was wrong, according to what we read? 1, Muir was the thief. 2, the policeman knew Zola was innocent. 3, the older white woman was often wrong. 4, Muir knew Zola. Okay, Seminole, the older white woman was often wrong. How do we know that?
Okay. Top of 296.
Okay?
Okay, I said, now picture a 60-year-old white woman with 4 foster kids in rotation who does that shit on the regular. Tell her to look for whatever she's missing in the sofa cushions. That's where she keeps the TV remote and most of her important tax documents. Zola didn't take anything from that house. She just wanted to get out of there and go home.
Yeah, and that was a mistake, and that does prove the answer is correct. So you got it, but at the bottom, you were so close, but at the bottom of 295, I mean, you were so close to having it spot on because at the bottom of 295, here's what it says. That woman we lived with, she once spent half an hour searching her car for her phone, using her phone flashlight. Again, that was a mistake. Both of them prove it, though, but you got it. So I'm really interested to see who won this game. And now we're going to know. It was really, really, really close. Palm Harbor, you won it with 1325. Only 25 points ahead of Eastlake High School, who was, again, only 25 points ahead of Osceola, who, again, was just a little bit ahead of Seminole. All of you did great, though. Yes. All of you did great. I deserve a round of applause.
So just a quick congratulations to Palm Harbor University High School. That was an awesome game. We are going to have a plaque that we will get to your school to commemorate your win. So congratulations to you and to your sponsor. And thank you, everybody else. We hope you had fun. And it was definitely fun for us to watch. So congratulations.
Sure? Oh, yeah. That's fine.